Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of At the Dinner Table. We got a special guest joining us tonight, and we got to get our regular brother not here today, um, brother Raphael, who I know for a long time from Washington Heights, New York City. Don't be confused. Does look like the dude who played in Hamilton, but he is not that dude. Right? So,
Already talking trash.
I just want to get that out the way. We were like, "No, man, you had that dude from Hamilton on there." So he looked just like that dude. Nah, I didn't.
Just wrong.
So a lot of stuff happened this week that passed. One of the minor things that happened out of everything that happened, and this is going to sound messed up, but President-elect Biden suffered a hairline fracture. I don't know what the hell he was doing, but he was, I guess, playing frisbee with the dog, and nearly
How the hell you get a hairline fracture from frisbee?
Yeah, look, man.
Dog
Took him out.
You
Look,
get to that age now. You sneeze and you can hurt yourself.
hey, look. I can understand because my dog tried to take me out at least twice a day.
Man,
I mean,
he got like a little collie or something though. He ain't got no pet there.
Who gave him the dog? I think one of the Kennedys gave him the dog. I think.
Yeah, he got like a collie or something, some little ass dog.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no big dog.
He tall. Ain't he like 6'1"? Ain't
Something
Biden
like
like
that.
6'1"?
Something like that.
Yeah, that's a long fall.
There wasn't no grass either.
He's like, isn't he like 78 now? He's pushing damn near 80.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be the oldest president we ever gonna have
I bet you.
up to this point.
Your mom was there and saw it. He's like, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. Like she's just like, oh, yes, no,
Yeah,
damn,
well,
all right, oh, Joe.
One of the big things that happened though last week was the impromptu special Dave Chappelle did, where I don't think it was a comedy show, but it was basically him talking about his dealings with CBS and Comedy Central,
And HBO.
and HBO and Netflix
Mhm.
about them airing his show
Without paying him.
Yep, no royalties, no nothing.
royalties and nothing.
They
And
took
I
him
thought-
down though.
Even though he's still on the contract, he can't. Him walking away from the contract is what put him in this predicament. But everyone gets why he walked away. Like it was understandable why he walked away. But the fact that they're not giving him his money
It's
is
just due. Yeah, that's crazy.
Mhm.
Where did you get that hat from, Jimmy? You always had that hat on?
He had it on from the very beginning.
Look,
Yeah,
Jimmy, you
man.
didn't have a hat on when I saw you earlier. When we set this up, you had the hat on. Did you really went and got a hat?
I told you I was going to get a hat. It's cold in my basement, bro. You said my hat was
I just
lopsided.
looked down. You were talking.
Yeah, he was cutting on me, so I had to
I
get
didn't
a
say
hat.
lopsided.
You did.
I
You
didn't
said I
say
look like
your
a
hair was
conehead.
lopsided.
You said I look like conehead. You know what I'm saying? He was cutting on me, and I didn't even say nothing. I didn't even cut back. He'd know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't cut back. I just let it go.
He was looking straight out of
Cut to everybody today, so it ain't just me. You know what I'm saying? You got Raphael too. You know what I'm saying? So he in his bag.
I was a
right now.
witness. I was a
One of
witness.
the bad guys from Duke Nukem 64. Look at that.
Holy shit. Okay, that was good.
So Dave Chappelle did his special, and he's talking about how he the only way he could combat them is his fans by them not supporting that show. And I thought that was a good look. Like I thought it was.
Well, yeah, Netflix took it down. Netflix,
Netflix did take it down.
yeah, so they was like,
I mean,
I
it had
mean,
to.
they should tell fans rock with them. So.
It's a weird thing to say that a company actually did like thing for once, but like, and I usually don't side with companies for anything really, but I mean, on Netflix's end, it's good on them because honestly, they didn't have to, quite frankly, give a shit
No, yeah, they have to do
about,
it. They paid it.
you know.
And
But when you think about it, the reason why they did it though, they got a contract he got one of the biggest contracts for stand-up on Netflix. Nobody gets paid more than him. So they know if we play this content, we ain't gonna get no new stand-ups from this dude. It's gonna go to somebody else. And they're gonna be making all that money. You know what I mean? They paid him like $200 million to do those 3 stand-ups, those first 3. So, and they made way more than that. Trust me. You know what I mean? Off of stand-ups. That's all anybody was talking about was those stand-ups for like a year. You know what I'm saying? So that I can understand why, as a business, they was like, the hell with the David Chappelle show. Somebody else can deal with that headache. We're gonna keep rocking with the, you know what I mean, dude as he's going on and making more new content. You know what I mean?
So I hope it ends up well. They end up giving him his money. I think he's at a space now that he can do that. You know what I mean? Like if this was like 10, 12 years ago, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. It wouldn't have even been a thing.
Because where he's at, that level he's at now, he's able to do it. But speaking of money, and I had this in my note, I just remembered it when you were talking about it. And I do want to talk about it on the show. And you guys know I don't watch sports. But LeBron James, his contract, did you guys hear about LeBron James' contract?
His new contract?
New contract for 2 years. $85 million. And who's the second highest? Another one that got like 200 something million.
Talking about Damian Lillard from the Portland Trail Blazers.
Man, LeBron James is on his way.
Well, he's the leader. When you think about it, right now he's like the leader of the NBA. I mean, he got them to shut down pretty much. You know what I mean? He got them to stop playing. Like, and then he went to talk to Obama and got them to play again. Like, you know what I mean? That's a lot of power. You know what I'm saying? You gotta recognize they no other NBA star had that much power. You know,
I heard he's gonna be a free agent after this contract is up. So there was
he was about to be a free agent, but since they signed him to the extension, he gets to go for the next 2 years. And his teammate Anthony Davis just signed on for like the next 2 or 3 years, something like that. He signed another long-term contract. They was worried about losing him as well. But after they won the championship, everything became pretty much guaranteed they was going to stay on.
And the Ball brothers.
Yeah.
All 3 of them now are playing.
Yep.
And basically, Papa Paul was saying he basically accomplished.
He told everybody he was going to do it. He told everybody he was going to do it, and he did it. He got all
3 of his kids. But he said, I think his new thing now is all his kids. He want all his kids to play on the same team.
Yeah.
I don't know what team it is, but I heard he want all his kids on the
crazy.
same team.
Because you know they play well together. They done trained together their whole lives.
Yep.
That's gonna be dangerous. People gonna be mad at that. I guarantee you, they're gonna dominate every team they are.
LeBron James, the so-called super team that he had, right? When a couple of seasons ago, they were saying that his team was unbeatable because he had all the best players on his team.
Like that every year, there's at least one team that's like that. That's how the NBA is now.
Yeah.
So we had a big birthday, 2 birthdays actually. We had 2 birthdays, and brother Jimmy, you do sell tour. You would know who the birthday was the other day from one of the biggest names in hip hop. You should know. I don't know if you know. You're looking at me weird.
Jay birthday, Jay.
Yeah, he was looking at me weird, like he was taking the SATs. He was like, "Shit, what?"
I'm just gonna pick B. You know what I'm saying?
It was Bigger Man's birthday on the 3rd, and it was that Friday, and also on the 3rd was the first ever PlayStation that dropped out in 1994.
Oh, wow. Damn.
1994.
Now I feel old.
I still got it.
You still got the first PlayStation?
I still got the first console. I got the first Xbox too.
That big ass thing. I used to hate lugging that thing around.
Charlotte
was heavy as hell.
They got some thorough games up there though.
I don't know if Tig was coming, but Angel, you remember you used to come to my house right back in the day. We used to play Halo
all the time. Yeah, Halo 2 multiplayer was the shit back in the day.
2 Xboxes. This is when gaming was fun.
Yep.
And you used to link up to both Xboxes and play on 2 TVs and have Halo. And
that was ridiculous.
They don't pay for that. Now it's, you know, you're all along, which is fine, but at the same time, it's not as fun. You know what I mean? You can't feed off the energy of somebody with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And whipping people's asses
Hopefully
just doesn't feel the same.
and there's no lag switching
Yep.
when you play next to somebody. That whole
Yep.
lag switching thing, my nerves.
Mhm.
So, especially in Street Fighter. I hate that shit.
We don't talk about that.
I do stand still. Hold up. And I know this is off script right now, but do you remember Jimmy? I think it was last time I was at your house. We were playing Street Fighter, and I think I had Blanca.
Uh-huh.
And you were like, oh, I thought his balls used to go up and down. I thought his balls go over the place. I was like, oh. You said it with a straight face, like, yo, don't his balls go all over the place? Pause, dude. Oh.
Wow. All right.
But I remember smoking your boots though in Street Fighter. Yeah, I remember.
Oh man. Whew. All right. This is a good time to take a little break, and we'll be right back. When we come right back, we're going to talk about Kelly Clarkson.
Clarkson.
Clarkson. S-O-N. Son.
We'll be right back.
Can you clean my garage? Can you steam my carpets? Can you work really fast? Do you provide your own cleaning supplies? Can you work around my schedule? Do you screen your workers? Can you clean my business too? Okay, I don't need my husband anymore.
Have you always wanted to start your own business, but didn't know where to begin? Have you already started but realized you were lacking the basic essentials for establishing your venture? We have good news for you. Bay Scholars Inc. has created an online entrepreneurial course that will show you step by step how to start your business and the requirements needed to maintain it. Through use of whiteboard animation and screencast videos, our Young Entrepreneur Program basic course will give you a thorough understanding while keeping you engaged and anticipating the next lesson. And the best part is that this course is completely free. Go to www.yepbayscholars.org and start learning today.
Hello, and welcome back to At the Dinner Table. And we're going to talk about some Kelly Clark. I don't know why I can't say her name. You know,
Kelly Clarkson.
I have a hard time saying white names. I don't know what it is. I just do. Kelly Clark. She is divorcing her, or her husband, soon to be ex-husband, is divorcing her, and
He is asking for $400K a month.
Gee.
What song did he write?
Wow. He didn't write no song. This is like the new.
What song did he sing?
This is crazy alimony. The new thing now. It's a new thing now where guys who divorce.
It ain't even new. It's just now. It's just out in the open. I think more dudes is doing it because Kevin. I mean, I remember when Britney Spears split up with Kevin Federline. He got bread from her too. So it ain't new. You know what I mean? It's just. The dude divorced Mary J. Blige too. Yeah. I think it's just a thing. Like people are just seeing it more now. That's crazy though. $400K a month.
A month. Yep. So you can take care of the kids. Yo, Angel, you're muted for some reason. I don't know. Hit a button. My bad. So I don't know, man. I don't think that's enough for not enough. I think that's way too much. For spousal support and
but it's also you got a custom of life, the way they've been living. So they also got to keep that up too. They got to pay for that. She has to pay for that.
Shit, I wish the government would see things like that. I would love to live a certain way.
I'm trying to go to divorce the government. You probably could divorce the government. You can try.
I wish, man.
But I don't know, man. I think that's way too much though. Like, do they really $400K a month though?
Hey, Khalees got way more than that from Nas.
Yeah, she did.
In the millions
a
month. So
I know Dr. Dre wife trying to get half his shit.
She's not getting half. I don't know why she playing her stuff.
Trying to get more than that. She's trying to get his name. Everything.
She's not getting half. What she gonna get is counseling. You know what I'm saying? You gonna stay right your ass right in the house. Like you ain't going nowhere. She gonna try. I don't think it's gonna work out. She not gonna get half. Dre, all the stuff Dre went through with Death Row and Suge and branding himself. He set up. I know he set up things that would stop anybody from trying to take. You know what I mean? What he had to set up after Death Row. You know what I mean? After Ruthless Records. He went to Ruthless Records. He got shitted on. He got Death Row. He got shit on. Now he got Aftermath. Trust me. He got so many things set up. I guarantee you, that's what she's fighting for, to get past those blocks he got. But she ain't gonna be able to get by that. She ain't gonna be. I don't think so.
Was it Jeff Bezos? Was Jeff Bezos the dude on Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gave his wife a couple $1 billion when they got divorced.
She ain't wrapped a package.
That's nothing.
She ain't come up with a drone.
But you know,
she don't know how to fly a drone.
She probably was there before Amazon was started. You feel what I'm saying? She probably was there when he was just starting it. But this chick wasn't there when Dre was just starting out. You know what I'm saying? She's new. She's a new girl.
Yeah, he was married to that other chick. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
He was married to that singer, right? Was it a singer?
Oh, you talking about Michelle A? Nah, he was never married to her.
Oh, okay.
It was just together. Yeah, he was doing her dirty.
That's crazy though. That's crazy that they to have that much money to. I got lucky. Well, I got my divorce. I didn't have to pay anything, and we didn't have any kids. But damn, I'd be working like 3 jobs. You be doing a whole bunch of stuff trying to pay it off. Because like I know what I'll do. I'm gonna get him on the show, either on this show or the other show. But I got a boy I used to work with. He worked like 4 or 5 jobs because he had like 3 different baby mamas.
Wow.
I know everything like that.
Yeah, like that.
And didn't sleep then. Jesus.
You gotta get your pull-out game on. You gotta pull it out.
Yeah. Pull-out game weak. That's what it was.
Yeah. Real. And speaking of weak, one of the most hated TV shows got canceled, and that would be Thundercats Roar.
Thank God.
Everybody did not like the show. They didn't want it to come out.
I ain't never even heard it came out.
Yeah, it came out for I think they only had 1 season, and they released a statement saying that they're not gonna renew another season. And I didn't know it came out either. I just saw it on Twitter that they canceled it. But
Man, that was just a bad idea. I don't know who okayed that. They probably got fired. They probably got fired after that thing launched. And speaking of cartoons, it's time for us to get into the meat of our conversation. No pun intended. And let's talk about some of our favorite Saturday morning cartoons that we used to get down with when we were little younglings running around. I want to say I got started because of my mom. She put me on to Transformers, Thundercats, and He-Man. And what's funny about He-Man, He-Man started off as a toy, right? Wasn't a toy first? I believe it was a toy first. There's a show on Netflix that talks about it. It was a toy first, and then it was supposed to be like a Conan or some spinoff. And I think it's Mattel bought it.
Mattel.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just blew up. Like people wanted it, and then they made the cartoon. The cartoon show I liked growing up. You can't watch it now. It is, woo, that thing is like,
it
didn't age well. It didn't age well at all.
A lot of those shows.
But they are making a new one. A new one is coming out. It's supposed to come out next year. It looks pretty good from the pictures I see.
They did She-Ra. They did She-Ra on Netflix.
She-Ra was actually amazing. She-Ra was amazing, the remake. And they did make it that she was a lesbian, I guess, at the end.
From what I understand.
Spoilers. Sorry.
I didn't see that. Spoiler alert. We'll catch the end of that. So She-Ra.
I remember, not just Saturday morning cartoon, but cartoons in general back in the day were just, I don't know, they're just better and more quality. You know what I mean? Like coming home from school, watching Batman, on Fox and Gargoyles.
Listen, Batman was one of the best animated shows of its time.
And it aged really well.
Yeah. Yep.
And we got the birth of a new character, Harley Quinn. You know what I mean? Off of that.
Yeah, true. Mm-hmm.
She wasn't around back in the day. She came out in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And you got
popularity peaked.
And not just cartoon, but also the live action shows like Power Rangers, which still has some of the worst. Not worse. It got better over the years, but back in the day, it was the worst fight direction we ever seen in our lives. It got
better.
It did get better. It did get better in the newer one. Because they got Saban got more money now. They partner with WWE, started making movies. Now they got a bigger budget. No more stuff off of Wish. Now they ordering off of Amazon, Walmart. You know what I mean?
Who remember Brave Star?
Huh?
Oh,
Brave
man.
Star. Brave Star. That was a thorough cartoon.
Yeah. I don't know if I remember Brave Star.
I don't remember that
Brave
one.
Star, Strength was the Eye of the Hawk, Strength of the Bear. It was a Native American cartoon. He had
he was a sheriff.
Horse called 3030.
Yeah, he was a
He liked to
sheriff.
get up and shoot too. Like, you know what I mean? It was like RoboCop horse. It was fire.
That came out like around the same time. I think what was it? Silverhawks and all of that.
I was about to say Silverhawks was another one.
Rambo was out back then. The cartoon.
Rambo like G.I. Joe though? Just without lasers?
It was like G.I. Joe with blood and people dying. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Damn cartoon was gory for a Saturday morning cartoon. I used to be like, yo. Rambo was Rambo in cartoon. It was the same thing as you would see in his movies, but just in the cartoon format.
There was some things back in the 80s and 90s that if you slept on, you'd be like, wait, how'd they let this on TV for kids?
Yeah. Well, Dragon Ball. I remember Dragon Ball. The chick used to flash herself to get stuff. The dude, Goku was running around ass naked with his dick out. that was Dragon Ball. I remember the first season. I was like, what the hell type cartoon?
Oh, yeah, it was Chi-Chi was like, I let you touch my panties. And then
Goku was like, having the panties on because in America they burned it out. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like they stink. What else was coming out? You had
X-Men, the animated series.
Yeah, X-Men, of course. I think X-Men
straight up.
X-Men still I think X-Men aged pretty good.
It did.
Yeah.
It's still good. Still good.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I would say so.
Storyline, everything is still good on that.
Yeah, honestly, like me and my wife, we both Disney Plus. Once she saw that it was on there, started from episode 1.
That and Gargoyles.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Gargoyles was great.
Yeah.
My favorite comeback, straight up. That's
my favorite was
Steve Davis still around. I don't know what they doing.
Yeah.
Man. They do that thing.
They might revive it. one of the companies will probably revive it. Disney, Netflix, or Hulu will probably revive it. 'Cause is it a Disney show? Is Gargoyles a Disney show?
Gargoyles is Disney.
Yeah, because they bought Fox. It used to be a Fox show.
Yeah.
Just come on Fox.
That's the animation changed up.
Yeah, but Fox even though
because Disney bought it.
Yeah, but even though they bought Fox, they don't have everything that's from Fox.
Well, they got that though, because it's on Disney. It's on Disney. It's on Disney Plus.
Because last night, me and my girl were looking for the X-Men movies.
That's on Disney.
Yeah, but not all of them are on there. They're missing.
The first three are on there. No, the first three
and the last two was on there. No, first three. Then it's
in the next
First
three.
Class and Apocalypse, and now HBO has the other 2 or 3.
But that's once that contract run out, whatever that contract.
That's what I was thinking.
HBO, Phoenix is going to go over there to Disney. You know what I mean? They're going to get them all.
Hey, I remember Beetleborgs and
man.
Yeah.
All those shows.
Back
I don't think I
when
can
all
watch
the
those
stuff.
shows now. Like even though when I was a kid, I used to love it. Now I just can't do it. Like I
Remember
shows I watch. Like
remember Centurions, cuz?
Yeah, that's the one where they changed it was a blue green.
Yeah.
Yep.
I tried to watch that like a year ago. I couldn't do it. I used to love that show. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Like a repeat footage and everything. It was horrible. Oh, it was horrible.
What was the one that was it used to come on USA Network with I think it used to come on after Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. And it was like a bunch of them. They were like different commandos. They were like, it wasn't like G.I. Joe, but like one looked like Judge Dredd, and one was I think it was a chick. She was like a ninja or something. It was like G.I. Joe, but it wasn't G.I. Joe. I can't remember the name of it. But I
know exactly what you're talking about, and I can't remember the damn name.
Right? It got Force in the name, right? Something Force?
Maybe.
I think I know.
I can't remember. It was so long ago. I don't think they even had a long run either. I think they had probably 1 or 2 seasons. I
think it's some throwback. Remember the comic strip? Anybody used to watch that with Street Frogs and Tiger Sharks and all that stuff like that?
Yeah.
I remember Tiger Sharks.
That's before.
Really? Tiger Sharks was dope. Where they get to turn into the different. It was kind of like they get in the water and they turn in. The regular people they turn into like kind of like certain sharks. Yeah. Hammerhead, Tiger Shark. You know what I mean?
Street Sharks. I don't think I ever watched. Yeah. Was it called something else though? What was it called?
Street Sharks.
Street Sharks. Yeah. Street Sharks.
Legs and shit. It looked weird as hell.
Yep.
No. They look like humans still, but they just like with the skin.
They got a shark head. Yeah.
No. They didn't have shark face. You talk about Jabba Jaw, man.
They look like Jabba Jaw.
They didn't look like that. They still look human. They just took on the shark characteristics in the skin. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was dope. It came on with Street Frogs and all of that. It was on the same strip, but what was that? Was it Hong Kong Phooey on that strip?
Oh wow, that's way back in the
day.
Yeah, that's Hong Kong Phooey.
Yeah, Hong Kong Phooey, Street Frogs.
That's Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, that's back in those days.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not ringing. I know. I remember. Damn, what's the name of that show? I just had.
I remember the bootleg He-Man.
Cats.
Remember that? Yeah, I remember the He-Man.
SWAT Cats.
I hated that damn show.
What'd you say, Ted?
The bootleg He-Man. What was it called? Thundar the Barbarian.
Yeah, Thundar.
Don't hate on Thundar, man. We hate on Thundar. That's my dude, man. Where's Loincloth? It's my dude, man.
I remember the first time I saw that show, he did his little. I was like, you got asthma? What's going on?
He had like a lightning sword and some they used to follow him around.
Yeah.
That was basically He-Man and Conan had a baby.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Shat that shit go out. Yo, y'all remember the old Conan cartoon? Conan?
Yeah. That was mad violent. Mad violent.
Conan was third.
Love that show.
Yep.
And then right after that, or was it before? It was King Arthur and the Knights of Justice.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I remember that.
That opening theme to this day is stuck in my head.
It was hot.
That was fire.
Yeah, yo.
I remember.
Like, 8-year-old me was just like, I have never heard this music of the gods before. I must know more.
That was one of the best theme songs I heard. It was that one, and I used to like the I don't know if y'all remember Pirates of Dark Water.
Oh, that show
yeah.
I never got into that show.
Oh,
that was a good show.
You missed out.
Never got into
that show. Was so
right,
good.
Let's take a quick break and then we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. So, Pirates of Dark Water, isn't that like a? I never got into it because it reminded me of Aladdin and Prince of Persia. And I like Aladdin.
Only on the surface, man. Only on the surface. Once you got into that show, it was really, really good.
So, I'm just going to throw this theory out there. Do you think Pirates of the Dark Water gave birth to One Piece? Because of Pirates of the Dark Water came out, it was.
That's an interesting theory.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's real similar when you look at both of the synopsis of the shows. It's real similar. It's real similar. It's just that One Piece went off in a whole nother direction, but the beginning was basically like Pirates of Dark Water.
I can't get into both. So.
Original Fist of the North Star.
Get into One Piece?
Anybody?
Original Fist of the North Star?
Original Fist of the North Star. Not the TV show that came out in 2000. The 1986 movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That we got over here. Fist of the North Star.
So
good. And it still holds up. In theme music, all the music was crazy. Still holds up to this day. I watched it, I want to say like 6 months ago, and it holds up. Still one of the best anime, whatever, to this day.
You know a show is good when it spawns its own tropes for other anime.
Right. Well, yeah. You know what I mean?
Like the moves, naming the moves, and like the 100 punches, and that's something that gets repeated through shows left and right. I mean, to this day, that whole kind of like rapid fire punching and kicking, Dragon Ball took that and ran with it.
Yeah, we wouldn't have Street Fighter without that Fist of the North Star. I mean, Ken Ryu. That was his master's name. It was Ken Ryu. They just took the two names and split it, and we got two protagonists for a whole other series.
Yeah. Yep.
So much came off of that Fist of the North Star. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean, such a great movie.
Yeah, I remember the big rivalry back in the day with between Digimon and Pokemon.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. So we already know who won. We already know who won that one. But Digimon is still running strong. They're still.
They both are though. They both are.
Yeah.
Pokemon still
but Pokemon won though. Pokemon won.
Yeah. I mean, it was way. I mean, Pikachu sold it though.
Yeah.
Without Pikachu, Digimon might have won.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah. I thought Digimon was a better show.
Ash didn't sell it. It was Pikachu. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got a hold of that IP in the States. They were like, we got something cute and cuddly. Oh, we could sell the shit out of this.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, Brock with his subliminal sexual harassment talk.
That's literally what it was.
He was literally like the Asian form of Pepe Le Pew. Like he was trying so hard to get it. Brock.
Honestly, all I needed for Brock to say one good time was just giggity. That's all I needed. That's all I needed to hear him say one good time.
That would have been amazing.
Definitely.
Yo, he was going after it hard too. He didn't care.
No.
He did not care.
Nobody questioned that the cat was the leader of the two humans. Like, you know what I'm saying? He had two
Meowth.
Meowth had two human Pokemon. Nobody questioned it.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty much.
Hell, nobody really questioned the fact that Meowth could talk.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. They just none
of the other animals could talk but Meowth.
Right. So it's just like, oh, Pikachu, shock him. You didn't realize he's speaking human? Like English?
Did y'all see the movie?
It was like,
I seen a few of them.
I saw a few of them.
I'm talking about the live action that they did with
with Ryan Reynolds. That was
no. That was funny as hell.
I thought it was real good for what it was. Yeah, it was real funny. I'm glad Ryan Reynolds. He's a phenomenon. I think he got better now than he was like earlier in his career. Like, not saying he was bad. I'm saying like.
I want to get into movies, but go ahead. Yeah, that was.
Did you get into it?
I was about to quit.
No, don't get into it.
Put it on your heart, brother.
No, don't get into it.
You might get ready to segue.
Don't do it. Let that man rock.
I was getting ready to segue.
I'm not saying he bad. I'm just saying I just like he.
I'm just saying because even back in the day though, he had that movie where he was in college. That shit was hilarious.
He played he was fat at first.
No, he wasn't fat. He was like it was a college movie where he's like the the greeter when you come to college. He was segue into the other kids. What the hell is the name of that movie? Yo? It was like one of his first not first ones, but one of the first ones I saw.
No, the only thing I'm thinking about, I know there was one where he was playing as a fat. He was like a fat guy at first.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah. That was funny too. But a lot of his movies been funny.
Yeah, but now he's doing like even though Pikachu is funny, but I like seeing him doing the action shit. The action shit is pretty good.
He got some new shit coming out. What was it, like 6 Underground or something like that, or something else?
But that's old. That's old.
That's out. Yeah.
Nah, what's the one that's coming out in the movies like literally right now? He's playing like
Free Guy.
Free Guy.
Yeah,
Free
Guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
that's what it's supposed to be like GTA or something. Like
pretty much. It's like GTA video game live action.
It's kind of like a Ready Player One type thing from what it looks like.
Yeah, Ready Player One was dope too.
Speaking of that movie, I want to talk about that movie real quick because me and my girl just watched X-Men and the guy from Ready Player One plays Cyclops. You know, I have not seen Ready Player One yet, and every time I try to see it, I can't find it like anywhere. Like I'll see it somewhere and be like, all right, I'm gonna watch that on my day off. Right. My day off come, that movie gone. Like it's like any streaming service, only way I can get it unless I buy the movie. I gotta pay like $20-$30 to get it.
Not for nothing.
Rent it on Amazon. You can rent it.
Yeah, not for nothing. If you really want to enjoy that, you should read the book. The book was way better.
But the movie was good. But I didn't know it was a book though. That's dope.
It is. The book is a lot better. It is.
I got shit I got going on. I got video games to play. I be cooking. I can't
Look, man, if you got time to watch the movie, you can read the book.
Yeah, but I watch the movie, but I also play the game at the same time. You know, I got ADD. I've been playing games. You know, there's times I'll be watching a movie, playing the game, and cooking dinner at the same time, and talking to my girl all at the same time. I can't read a book. That's too much on my plate already.
Wow.
Get the Audible.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Parker. Get the Audible. There was also some SWAT Cats. I didn't like SWAT Cats like after it came off. Like when it went off was when I started like appreciating SWAT Cats.
And SWAT Cats was hot.
That was cool. My favorite two characters though, was what's his name? Gizmo Duck from DuckTales, and Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
Yeah,
I was about to mention Darkwing Duck. That's still on Disney too.
Yeah,
that was
good times.
His nephew or something. Wasn't Gizmo Duck his nephew or something like that?
No, that was Launchpad McDuck, right?
Yeah, but wasn't he related to Darkwing in some way?
No, he was his mechanic. He was his mechanic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
but then he got the suit.
They did do a crossover.
Yeah, they did. He used to pop up in the show.
They did a spinoff. So what he was on that show already.
Yeah.
And he got the suit and he got his own show. You know what I mean? Gizmo Duck. You know what I'm saying? Because he was
Gizmo Duck got his own show.
Right.
What I'm saying though is he used to pop up in Darkwing Duck all the time. Like he was a regular character on the show.
At first he was up there. He was a part of the show at first. And then he got the spinoff. You know what I mean? And then he's just freaking.
You know what I never understood? And you guys can help me out with this. And this is what I never understood about cartoons. Like, let's say Spider-Man. Because I think I remember when I see Darkwing Duck, what they did the spinoff. When another character joins another show, even though they're part of the same universe, why are they always a different color in that show? You ever notice that? They're always a different. It's never when you watch the original in their show, they're the right color. They're supposed to be like, say, Darkwing Duck would be purple, blah 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 blah. But when they go to another show, the purple different. They look different. Like I never understood that shit.
Different art style of the show.
Yeah, different artists.
For instance, like you mentioned Spider-Man. Say if he did a crossover with X-Men. X-Men had a different art style.
Yep. Yeah, they were way different.
They would have to conform to the art style. You know what I mean? The artists who actually drawing that Spider-Man for the X-Men show, not gonna be the same who drew it for Spider-Man.
But he looked weird as fuck. He didn't look like
I
weird. He looked out of place. Like he looked out of place.
He really did. And like he didn't move the same way as he did in his own show.
Like, it was just weird.
He was kind of stiff, and like they didn't give him as much, detail as they would in his own show. They didn't have him move the same way, and it was just like welfare Spider-Man. Like
I always they always build it up, like, oh yeah,
this guy.
And then you watch and you're like, well, why he look like that? Like that's all I thought about. I don't remember what the show's about. I just remember how weird he looked the whole time he was there.
Fucking Equate brand Spider-Man from Walmart.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta.
But
there was anybody remember that cartoon with the little white boy used to turn into the red car?
Wow!
Turbo Team.
Yes.
Turbo Team.
Turbo
Team. Yeah,
that was thorough too, man. I used to watch that thing. I ain't gonna stop.
That was the only transformation that ever made me uncomfortable. Like,
man.
For some reason, that transformation made me feel so uncomfortable.
His face used to turn into the front of the car.
Damn, I don't remember that
my soul.
Yeah, man. His face used to literally just
stretch out into the car. Like, it was so weird.
Yep.
That doesn't look.
Turn into like a red car or something like that.
Have y'all ever seen the original An American Werewolf in London?
Yes. What? That's my favorite werewolf movie. What are you talking about?
That transformation didn't seem as uncomfortable as and we're talking about ribs cracking and like your jaw expanding, like
screaming,
like all that. That's fine. I could deal with that. But you have this kid turning into a freaking car, and I was like,
Yeah, imagine they made that live action.
Come on, dude.
Michael Jackson did it in Moonwalker.
Yeah, he did.
But they didn't show his mouth turn like that. Did they?
They showed him stretch out into the car, the silver car. Oh no, it was a shadow. You're right. It didn't show his mouth. You're absolutely right. Yeah, that was weird.
Y'all remember when they started doing all the shows based on like real life characters and everything? So they did The Hammerman had his own show.
Yeah. That was
I remember
MC
that.
Hammer.
Michael Jordan, Wayne
Yeah,
Gretzky, and Will Jackson, right?
Pro Stars.
Oh, yeah,
Pro
Stars.
Yeah. WWE.
The real throw. I forgot about
WWE
Pro Stars.
They had their own thing
No,
too.
I used to watch
Yeah.
the WWF one. I ain't gonna stop.
We
Back
had
in
like
the day,
a
you had
whole
Junkyard
string of
Dog.
cartoons.
You had Bush. That was back. Those characters was thorough back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That seemed like it happened in like
on G.I. Joe.
5 years. It was like a 5 year.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a quick
That was
span.
all of those kinds of things.
Yeah. Like the Hammerman one used to throw me off. This dude had talking shoes and everything. I was like, yo, am I high? I must be high.
He did it. That's what I was about to say. Everybody was high as hell back then.
Yo,
that's the LSD, man.
Yeah, for real.
The LSD.
Hammer, man.
Man, the cartoons back in the day. Even Sonic. Sonic had 2 shows on 2 networks.
He had 3 shows.
Yeah.
At the same time, he had 3 shows on the same time.
3 shows at the same time.
Oh yeah.
He had one on Channel 2. He had one on USA. He had one on Channel 9 or something like that.
Oh, I don't know if the one. I don't know if the one on USA came on at the same time as the one.
No, they didn't come on at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had. I remember watching. It was the one on Channel 2. I guess it was the serious one of 4. It was the serious one.
Yeah,
and then the joke one came on Channel 11.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The joke one used to come on every morning, and then the Saturday morning one was the serious one.
Yeah, later.
No, they started bringing the joke one on the weekends. I used to watch
that was after it had started off as a weekday show.
Yeah. But it was that was the one with the dude play Urkel. What's his name?
Jaleel White.
Yeah. That was his show, and then the one on the weekend was somebody else. But the even though the comedy one was cool, like it was a dorky cartoon to watch, you wanted to watch the serious one because the serious one had a story to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it had way better animation. Not for nothing. It had way better animation.
Didn't he have like a human girlfriend in that?
I think so.
Yeah, it was like the whole resistance thing where like the
he had like a human
was in
girlfriend,
charge.
Yeah, it was awkward. It was. It was
weird.
awkward.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was awkward.
He had a human girlfriend, man. She was shagging a hedgehog.
Yo, man.
You remember, like there was a lot of spoof cartoons too. Like we had Ghostbusters and the Real Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, remember the mask?
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo and Clue Club. Remember Clue Club? They used to come on the Train Express. You know what I mean? They were like Scooby-Doo, but they had like the damn cart.
Wasn't it
buggy? They was in a buggy instead of a van.
Was it Eclipse and Eclipse.
Garfield wasn't. They was
Garfield.
Yeah, they weren't. They weren't.
I always thought they looked the same. They were both orange.
They were cousins. They were cousins.
That is the lore on that.
That is the
shit.
I didn't even know that.
Because they did crossover cartoons.
Yeah, they did. They did
like
one final one together.
Yeah,
that's
why they look alike. Yeah,
that explains a lot.
I never knew
I
that.
didn't even know that. I didn't even watch. I watched Heathcliff and Garfield. I always thought they were the same. You know, pretty much the same thing.
Heathcliff was way better than Garfield.
It was.
Well, Heathcliff was like
only reason I even watched Garfield is because I think Ninja Turtles used to come on right after it.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles. So I used to watch Garfield just to get to Ninja Turtles.
I love Ninja Turtles. All of them. All the Ninja Turtles was fire. Even the clown one was fire. Is it the one with the Ronin?
Yeah, I didn't see the new one.
It came out already?
Crazy good.
The comic?
It's the one where like it's all like samurai like and like more.
I can watch it though. Yeah, I definitely check it out. I didn't know it was out.
Is it coming out as a cartoon or a comic?
I think it's coming out as
it's already a comic.
I know they have a story of Ninja Turtles where it's a Last Ronin. And
right, they making a movie about it. It's going to be a animation movie. I know what you're talking about. It's when the turtles are dead and there's only one left, right?
Yep,
I think so.
And I read that one in.
Leonardo,
that's a hell of a story.
Leonardo?
No, it's not.
It's not Leonardo?
No.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I'm not going to tell you. But you really got to read that.
I got to check that out.
You'll be surprised at who's left.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's Michelangelo.
It's probably
now I know it's Michelangelo.
It's gotta be.
Why you saying that? Now I know.
Probably who it is. That chick Ninja Turtle. Y'all remember that shit? That live action shit they did with the new Ninja Turtle, the female one. She was light blue.
That was just
It's on Netflix. That dumbass show.
Yeah. It's supposed to take place right after part 3. Yo, that show was so bad.
Part 1 and part 2 was good. You know what I mean? With Gold Ninja and Vanilla Ice and all that was fine. You know what I'm saying? Plus, they had sidekick. They had the dude from Last Dragon in it, the little Asian.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Ernie Reyes Jr.
Ernie Reyes Jr.
Filipino. He's Filipino or something. Like
that dude. I ain't gonna lie. Real quick, we gotta give Ernie Reyes Jr. his flowers, man, because he been in the game for a while.
Sidekick was my show when I was a kid.
Nice. And he still like the last thing I saw him in. I was like
the Rundown.
I haven't seen too much. Rundown.
Yeah. He beat Rock's ass.
Amazing.
His ass in that movie.
That movie I thought was like really good for Rock. Like so I always feel like when Rock first started out, he always played the same character.
Yeah.
Even though he played the same character twice. But
he always played some white guy. I never understood that. Him and Vin Diesel. I mean, Vin Diesel played one black character in his whole career. And that's from A Man Apart. I don't know if y'all seen that.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Right. He played a Spanish dude in Fast and Furious. He was Spanish in Fast and Furious.
No, he's not. He's Italian.
No, he's Spanish.
He's Italian in Fast and Furious. That's why John Cena is his brother. You know what I'm saying? He's Italian. I'm positive. I've seen every last one of them. I'm positive.
I thought he was Spanish.
Toretto. His name is Toretto. He's Italian in that. You know he goes out with a Puerto Rican chick, but he's Italian in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. John Cena is his brother in the movie. There's no way he looks Spanish at all. So
I didn't understand that part.
He can be Italian, but he can't. Yeah.
I didn't even watch it. Did that movie come out?
Not yet.
No, comes out in May.
Yeah.
No, I know it came out.
No, not yet.
May.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of the one.
The coronavirus came out, so like it stopped a whole bunch of movies.
I seen the trailer. I seen the trailer. That's right.
Yeah, we got way off track now. What were we talking about?
Cartoons.
I was mentioning some spin-off cartoons in there.
Oh, you remember all the Power Rangers spin-offs? Y'all see all?
Oh man.
Oh, 10 million
VR Troopers and
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, but Troopers was fire though.
Yeah, I ain't say it was bad, but that was definitely Power Rangers 2.0.
Yeah, they were making a lot of Power Rangers.
A lot.
That whole time was like there was the Beetleborgs, VR Troopers, Power Rangers. There was
Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
Read my mind.
I remember that.
With Joey Lawrence.
Yep.
The young Lawrence.
Wild.
Yep. I did not find out that was him until later on in life. I was like, that really is. It really is.
And Dad put me onto that show because I think it came on USA.
Yeah, he put me onto it too.
And they was like, "Oh, you gotta watch this show." I was like, "All right."
I was like, "Cool."
Even like when he told me to watch the show, it was like I was in trouble. Oh, you gonna sit down and watch the show? All the time. That's how I watch Batman and got into Batman and Gargoyles. Like, oh, you gonna watch the show? Dad, I got homework. I don't care about your homework. You gonna watch this show? All right.
That's how I ended up watching Street Fighter.
Do your homework later.
Yep. That's exactly how I ended up watching Street Fighter. I came over to the house. You gonna sit down and watch this? I was like, wait. I was gonna go play the game with T. No, let's sit down and watch this real quick. all right, whatever you say, man. Trust me, you want to see this. All right. Same thing with Kung Fu. Same thing.
Yo, guy with his thick ass eyebrows for no reason.
I just watched that. I just watched the. I just was watching the show. The anime is on Tubi TV. They got the animes up there.
Yeah, it's always on something.
Yeah, huh?
It's always on something. The anime.
Yeah, I was just watching going back through that. So it holds up too. Street Fighter holds up too, especially the older ones.
Yeah.
It's called now I don't know why I watched it, but it was pretty entertaining. I still sing the song to this day, and I think I could bet money we all know the song to it, and that's Mario, the Mario TV show. Everybody knows the theme song. If you watch that show at least twice, you know that goddamn theme song.
The whole rap.
And it was on. It came on Netflix, I think, like a year or two ago.
Yeah,
and I was like,
I
didn't know that.
And I watched it, and it was. I think I watched almost the whole season. It was a decent show, you know, like it was.
Oh yeah, nah, the show was straight.
I mean, the movie was weird as hell.
Let's not talk about the
movie.
Let's not talk about the movie.
But and it got Zelda's on there too on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yo, what's the show? Captain N something that had everybody in it. It was Mario and
Captain Nintendo.
Is that what it was? Captain Nintendo.
I think so.
Captain N, the Game Master.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
The
I
Game
remember
Master.
That was it.
Yeah, everybody was in that one. It was good.
It wasn't like Smash Brothers, basically.
Basically.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Basically, before Smash
That's a good way to put it.
Except Bigfoot was in there for some reason.
Yeah, that was random as hell.
Sure, it was that Donkey Kong. Sure, it was Donkey Kong.
Yeah. No. It was Bigfoot. It was Bigfoot. It was the truck.
It was Bigfoot. All right. But
it was big. Donkey Kong.
Zelda. I didn't get into the Zelda games until late. I didn't even watch the show at all until I think it was GameCube, whatever game they came out on GameCube. That
the first 3D one.
Not Wind Waker though, the other one, the one that came out after that. Were you the wolf? You with the wolf?
Twilight
Princess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I started playing. That's when I
that was on the Wii.
started getting into it.
Yep.
And I remember, I think I was watching. What is it? Falcon. What show he got? No, Gaming Falcon. The dude do all the reviews for some gaming company. I always forget the name of it, but he was going over all these conspiracy theories for video games, and he said Zelda, the one of the conspiracies with Zelda is that it's the same story being told differently every time it gets passed on to a different generation or different group of people.
Oh yeah.
You know, like in class, like you say something to one person and they go around the class, get back
to
different
Nintendo days.
Yeah.
I remember.
That's not a bad. That's not a bad synopsis on that.
That's exactly what it is.
And they said something. They had one long one about the Nintendo universe, but it's too long to remember. It was something about it grouped all the games together and like why everything. It was too much.
There's an entire timeline somewhere. Yeah, it's wild.
And something about there was one about Mario. I can't remember. Something about like I think Mario tried to kidnap the princess or something like that. Or Bowser. I don't know. I can't remember.
It's wild. Yeah.
Oh, so he go in the tunnel and everybody has gets what's it called? Transformed because of the toxic something or radiation or something.
Yeah, it was like some nuclear fallout or something that did all sorts of craziness and like I think Metroid gets thrown in there somewhere at some point.
Yeah, it was all over the place. It was all over the place. It was like after the nuclear holocaust. That's why Kirby, one of his stage is like everything's covered in ice. I forget what Kirby game it is, but everything's covered in ice, and that's supposed to be after the nuclear holocaust. Then they go into space, and that's how you get Star Fox and all that craziness up there. It's out of control. Star Fox means Metro. It's weird. It was weird. Somebody was really
too much time on their hand. That's what
they was smoking that good loud to like get all that.
That's like the fans that went crazy and made their own storyline to that.
Straight up. But
that's like the one I heard Caillou being a cancer patient.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Who?
Caillou.
Who's that? Remind me what that is.
That's
the little boy.
Little white kid with a bald head. It's a kid show.
You mean Saitama?
My daughter watched it, so I know.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I was like, what show was a white kid? I don't remember. It's Rugrats. What are you talking
Bill,
about
but white. You know what I'm saying? Little Bill. That's all it is.
Like Little Bill, white.
The white Little Bill. The way they took
young version of One Punch Man.
Living
exactly. That's exactly what he looked like.
That's what he grows up to be. He grows up to be Saitama.
Yeah, the way they took Living Single and turned it into Friends, they had to make the white version. They did that with Lil Bill and made Caillou. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, exactly.
Caillou. I gotta look that up.
Is
it spelled like Ryu but with a K?
No, it's French. It's French as fuck. It's C-A-I. Yes,
I thought it was 3 letters. I'm not gonna look it up now. I thought it was 3 letters. I know it's K-Y-U.
No, we got
Caillou. Come on, man. You know I have trouble with these white names. So.
Yeah. We can see with Clark's son.
Yeah. I can't. Kelly. I got Kelly, but Clark.
Have you always wanted to start your own business, but didn't know where to begin? Have you already started but realized you were lacking the basic essentials for establishing your venture? We have good news for you. Base Scholars Inc. has created an online entrepreneurial course that will show you step by step how to start your business and the requirements needed to maintain it. Through use of whiteboard animation and screencast videos, our Young Entrepreneur Program basic course will give you a thorough understanding while keeping you engaged and anticipating the next lesson. And the best part is that this course is completely free. Go to www.yepbasescholars.org and start learning today.
We reminisce about our old shows. Now we got to talk about the last thing we'll talk about, something serious real quick, is Obama. Well, two things. Biden and Harris came out with a little, they had an interview. Actually, before that, hold on. Did y'all know Donald Trump did like a 45-minute interview?
On HBO?
No, I don't know no one covered it. It didn't even come out. He released this video talking about how bad the election was and the fraud and all that stuff. It was 45 minutes long. And he had graphs. Actually, I want to play you something.
Oh, Lordy.
That I always forget her name. Jones. What's her name? She was on the female Ghostbusters.
Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones.
Yeah, stand comedian. Let me play something for you guys real quick. She did this. It's her video that she posted, but it's her talking about Donald Trump, and I think MSNBC recorded it, published it, and it's Donald Trump talking about grab, but you can't hear what Donald Trump's saying. It's just her talking about the video. Okay. So here it is.
It's so sad, ain't it, Chris? You know how sad you look, you fucking stupid fucking child? You up here with a chart that you can't even read. He can't even read this chart. He don't know what the fuck that chart say. He don't know what the fuck that chart say. You fucking moron. Listen, let me tell you something. I can't believe anybody that's a fan of me can't look at this stupid motherfucker and not be fucking embarrassed. I'm so fucking embarrassed. I hope, God damn it, can we cut off access to other countries of seeing this type of shit? This is fucking embarrassing. You are fucking embarrassing. You know what, motherfucker? You gonna go down in history worse than Nixon, motherfucker. You are
Facts.
So that was
Damn.
Yeah.
So it's funny, he had these charts mostly showing all the voter fraud. And we all know, if you've been paying attention, the parts that have voter fraud are all the predominantly black towns or cities. Yep. In these areas. I don't know why people didn't put these together. I saw it. I was like, oh, wait, Detroit? Or Atlanta? All the black towns also have voter fraud. So I was going to throw that out there. I thought that was hilarious. She went off on that dude. And Biden-Harris did a little interview saying that when he gets in office, he just wants people to, for 100 days,
wear masks.
Make it like everyone wear a mask. Here's my thing with that. We can't get people to use turn signals when they drive.
You ain't lying, brother.
Straight up.
You ain't lying.
They can't. They don't even. You know what's worse? Now we're all men here on this panel. Mm-hmm. We will get some females on here. But the men's bathroom in movie theaters was the most nastiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Was?
Yeah, because it's not open now. I mean, like,
I'm pretty sure it still looks like that.
But it's when movie open, the men's there was always water everywhere for no reason. There's just water.
You was hoping it was water.
Am I lying? There's just
like a
water
movie
everywhere.
bathroom.
There's no reason for there to be that much water and random tissue all over the place. People going in there to pee, not wash their hands. That's why the virus got. Someone told me that they I think it was on one of the news things that I was watching, and one of the guys was like, "Oh, I guess I better start washing my hands." Like, you want to wash your hands before?
I need to start washing my hands.
I tell my kids, I'll be like, "Listen, people are much nastier than you think." Just think about it. As much as I have to tell y'all, my kids, I tell them to wash your hands. Even before this, wash your hands. You go in the bathroom, you do whatever you're doing. You come in the house, wash your hands. Much as I have to tell them, as I said, imagine people. The average person is not even telling their kids because they nasty. They don't even tell their kids to wash their hands. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we all grew up like that. So we coming from outside, our parents told wash your hands.
Right.
Like we all grew up like that.
You had to.
Even what's funny is my girl's mom told her that. She was like, I'm pretty sure his mom told him when he was younger, wash his hands when he came from outside. And that's exactly what I do. As soon as I come inside, I wash my hands. Even though I'm a chef, I wash my hands constantly. But as soon as I come home, I wash my hands.
Wash your hands.
So we can't even get people to do that. I hope it goes away next year. But the way the shit is going up is, I don't know. But we're getting more. We're not getting as many deaths, even though deaths are going up. We're not getting as many deaths. We're just getting a lot of cases.
That's something, at least.
And my thing with cases, though, like I tell people all the time, you know what's going to happen years from now, what that virus is going to do to your body. You know?
Yeah, they said it's going to be some long-lasting effects.
Yeah.
Now, scientists already put it out there that like people who actually caught it and lived through it, later on they're going to be affected by it because it affected organs. You know what I mean? It affected you on a genetic level, like it affected you. So there's definitely going to be some side effects. You know what I mean?
Yeah. From stuff I've read, I mean, people were talking about how they're not even considering it like a respiratory illness. They're considering it more of a cardiovascular one. Yeah. It's basically causing your organs to basically leak. And it's like, to me, I'm no scientist, but from what I was reading, it sounded to me like a poor man's version of Ebola. You know what I mean? Like it causes your blood vessels to leak protein, and that causes a crazy inflammation response. And then your body goes into overdrive thinking that there's something even worse going on.
Right.
Compensates. And that's what you were hearing. I don't know if you guys heard about like cytokine storms and things like this in your body where like all sorts of proteins were being produced. And basically your body just overcompensates to like the
fight body. Yeah. It's trying to fight.
Nukes itself.
Right.
And so, I know personally tons of people who have, I had it. My wife had it. And I know plenty of people who've recovered. And me and my wife got lucky. We didn't really get any crazy symptoms. But at the end of it, like recovering, like lung function isn't the same. Like after I was better, before I had gotten sick, I was doing like full hour cardio workouts with no issue. After that, 10 minutes in, I'm acting like I freaking just ran a marathon, you know, and I'm just dying and I have to stop. My wife was the same way. Like her lung function is shot. And going forward, like who knows? Who knows how bad this is going to be? And like that, you know, long COVID is a term I heard used a lot. Like this long-term effect, long COVID. And I'm like, what the hell? It's like, yeah, the long-term effects are going to be crazy for this.
All right, just don't pick up any smoking habits.
I know. You and I both know.
Who went through the same thing. And it's just the same thing for them. Like I had one guy on my job, I think he caught it twice.
Damn. They said you can't even. They said, I remember they were trying to say you couldn't catch it twice.
He came down with symptoms. He came down with symptoms earlier in the year, so he ended up finding out that he had it, and then he caught it again summertime. He was out of work, so that basically ended up infecting his entire family. But they all said that it was just like horrible to breathe. That they go to the hospital, get hooked into respirators and all kinds of crazy. It's like it's no joke. I don't know why people taking it like it is, but it's no joke.
What's crazy is that before all this came out, before they actually did it back in like October, November, I had got sick. You know what I mean? Like the flu. I figured it was like the flu, but it could have been that. You know what I mean? But I went to the doctor. They just sent me home. They was like, yeah, you're all right. You know what I'm saying? Take cough medicine, motherfucker. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I can barely breathe. You know what I'm saying? I never felt like that before. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never felt that before.
Honestly, the same thing with me back in January.
I thought it was pneumonia.
Yeah, I was sick. I, really thought it was just a really bad cold until just one night I just told my wife, look, we need to go to urgent care. And they told me I had influenza type B.
Right.
And, they told me, look, either you can take regular medicine or to try to get over it, or you can take this, which is going to have you hallucinating. I said,
well, damn.
I said,
what type of options is that?
Robitussin it is.
Exactly. I told him, I'll just take the Tylenol. I'm good. I don't need. Look, I got a dog that runs around. I don't need to be sitting here having a good conversation with her.
Take this crystal meth. Take this Cuphead. Get the Tylenol, motherfucker. What the hell I was so?
But
you and Cupcake battling the forces of evil.
Honestly, look, I wouldn't put it past it. But the whole thing is that it was not seen. It was, and the fucked up thing about it is,
back then. It still was a joke.
Right. The U.S. knew about it. The U.S. knew all about
October.
And
September.
Yep.
They took it as another bird flu. Bird flu is going to come in. It's going to go away.
Yep.
And this right here is no bird flu. This right here is here
it's all over the globe.
Yeah, it's like this is one of the worst epidemics that we personally have had, and honestly, it's just going to get worse the more people take it for granted.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and that goes back to what I was thinking.
Being considerate of other people too. A lot of people aren't considerate of other people, and I think that's
I don't mean to make it a race issue, but it's a cultural and a racial issue.
Well, it is. Think about it. Even the way it affects people, it affects. You know what I mean? Predominantly people of color. You know what I mean? Black people, basically. You know what I'm saying? Not just African Americans, but blacks from all spectrums, because people have a tendency to think black and think African American. You know what I mean? Which is more than just African American, but it definitely affects underlying conditions. You know what I mean? Things that run high in our communities: high blood pressure, heart disease. You know what I
mean? Diabetes, stuff like that.
Sickle cell. You know what I mean? Which mostly only black people can catch. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that is attacking those things. It's literally is attacking those things, and that's how it's killing a lot of people.
Like I can tell you from personal experience, I live out in Wisconsin right now, and I am like the one brown guy in a sea of white people. And like habits, you want to talk about like washing hands and stuff like that? I wash my hands religiously.
Yeah.
I know plenty of white folks who just will go to the bathroom, cough in their hands, sneeze in their hands, just keep on going like nothing. Of course, they're the same ones not wearing masks.
Right.
Like it's just the flu until grandma gets that shit and is freaking half dead by tomorrow. And then they still want to be stubborn about it and go, nah, this is no big deal. She was old and weak. And then their 20-year-old niece or nephew or somebody gets it. And then they're like, oh, how could this happen? And then they still won't change their view. It's crazy to me. To me, it's just insane.
You know what I find? I find it hilarious, actually. All the people who are pro-capitalism are the main ones saying they don't want to wear a mask. So those who are watching who don't know what capitalism is, so like those are the two main words that have been thrown around past like 2 years: capitalism and socialism. Socialism is basically everyone comes together to govern themselves and make a society. Capitalism is basically you put people in charge to govern you. So capitalism, now the people who want capitalism, they want the government to run things the way they're supposed to run to help them, better their lives, are telling them to wear masks, and they don't want to wear masks. They're fighting tooth and nail because you're infringing on their one of their amendment rights. But you want capitalism. Now capitalism is like, all right, we want you to do this. And now you're like, nah, I don't want to do that shit. Like, it's hilarious.
Now I understand that I wear a mask. I don't fucking play around. But I understand why some people don't want to wear a mask because you're breathing in.
That's been disproven.
Huh?
It's been disproven.
But you are breathing in it. How the hell you disproving something that's a fact?
It's been disproven that the carbon dioxide you breathe out doesn't do anything to your body.
We don't know that yet because we never did it on a long-term scale.
They did it. They show how it's been proven that you can wear a mask for 14 hours, 16 hours.
All right, I got that, but I'm talking about for the next 5-6 years. That we don't know how long
you're not wearing a mask all year round. Like you take it off.
There's workers who actually be out there 20 hours. You know what I mean? 15 hours. Those people wearing it for long periods of time. You think that's doing nothing to you?
It's not.
You can breathe carbon monoxide in your house and die, motherfucker. You think that's doing nothing
different? That's not the same carbon monoxide poison.
Why not?
Carbon monoxide coming out of your body.
Carbon monoxide is carbon monoxide.
Yeah, but it's two different levels.
I got the level. I understand what you're saying. It's the potency of it. But I'm just saying
that's one is coming out your body.
A long period of time is what they're saying. Over the long period. I'm not saying that I'm still gonna wear a damn mask. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I can understand where people are skeptical about wearing the mask for long periods of time.
I hear you. I get what you're saying too, Jay, but I done seen too many people talking about I ain't wearing no mask. And then you go outside.
I wear a mask.
I'm like, yo, dude, you smoke like 10 packs of cigarettes. I'm not trying to hear you talk about you worried about smoking anything. Shut your ass up, put a mask on.
Put a fucking mask on. If you
can smoke, you can wear a mask.
Yep.
You know what's crazy?
You around me, you wearing a damn mask, bro.
You know what's crazy? Now you brought cigarettes. I was in the store the other day, and this chick was in there. I had my mask on. She didn't have a mask on. She put her shirt up on her nose.
I hate when people do that. I don't like
that. Now listen. I was like,
ninja.
I was like, I was a couple feet away, and this chick, she must have like bathed in nicotine. Yeah. I was far away, and I smelled her through the mask. Like for real, for like hard. And then my mask was new. Like I got it from work right before I left. Brand new mask. Damn. I was like, yo,
mask on.
I wanted to tell. I was like, you should go check see if you got cancer. I was like, you should not be smelling like that from mad far away. Yo, man, when I tell you far away, I'm talking about far away. Yeah. Like the distance is like basically if you're at one end of the aisle and I was on the other end, and I smelled her like she was right
smelling like Joe Camel. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Straight up.
Yo, that is a chain smoker right there.
Yep.
Oh yes.
Straight up and down chain smoker.
I can't do that smell. Literally, I can't do that smell. When I was single, dating, I just want first day. Yo, you smoke cigarettes? Like, yeah, I smoke. Nope. I don't want to hear it.
Nah.
We ain't finishing the conversation. I can't do that. That smell is just so bad. I can't.
That smell, that taste. You ever kiss somebody who's a heavy smoker? It's gross.
Yeah, man.
I got something I want to tell you guys off mic. I'm gonna tell you. I want to put it on the air because I want it to be used against me in the court of law. So, all right, I don't want it to be used against me in the court of law. So
that's gonna be good.
So I think this show was pretty good today. I don't know what we're talking about next week. I think it'll be a surprise. Usually I have it set up. But I'm sure something's going to come along, and of course we're going to talk about it. Like we talk about everything at the dinner table, and that's what the dinner table is all about. Sure, people at their houses talk like this, talk about everything and everything. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys next week.